because I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to get the kingdom. I'm ready to live. I'm ready to breathe fresh air. I'm ready to have beautiful, pure women. Okay, not no strawberry harlots on this side. I'm ready to have children, man, you can vibe with. Okay, be around brothers. Be around the Lord himself. Okay, I'm ready to go and visit places in the galaxy that we didn't know exist. All right, I'm ready to walk on sandy beaches, man, and explore the ocean floors. I'm ready to fly. Okay, I'm ready to eat real food. Okay, I'm ready to drive a chariot, man. All right, I'm ready to minister to the Lord and to be ministered to, man. Okay, I'm ready to worship Yahweh Shem Yahushai in its full entirety. Okay, I'm ready for it. We're ready, man. I'm ready to see angels and greet angels.
Isaiah 14. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them, and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve.
The Lord said that on the Heavenly Father's right hand there are pleasures evermore. And it says that I have not seen, neither ear heard the things which the Lord hath prepared for them that wait for him. You know, there's a whole nother world of greatness that awaits us when the kingdom of heaven is established. It's not seen in this society. In this society, we only see carnal things that reason offers in this society. But when the kingdom is established, the Lord is going to open us up to a whole nother world, you know, of pleasure, of knowledge, of wisdom, understanding, you know, it can't even be put into words, you know, because our imagination only goes but so far.
But as it is written, eye hath not seen, nor ear heard, neither hath entered into the heart of man the things which God hath prepared for them that love him. But God hath revealed them unto us by his Spirit.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Kakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples for his younger brothers, and peace and blessing and salutation to the whole elect out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the whole elect, the believers, the listeners, whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. Okay, and we're going to get into some more end time events, you know, because at the end of the day, as we live in society, you know, where prophecy is unfolding, okay, but within prophecy unfolding, you have, you know, tons of distractions, okay, you have this false sense of normalcy, okay, that a lot of people, you know, exist in, okay, so that's why Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua put the spirit on particular men to have the spirit to be watchmen, okay, and as a collective body of Yahushua, all right, we should all be informed to what's going on, you know, as the brothers bring everything that they see to the table and filter it to the scriptures, that keeps us all in the know of where we at according to prophecy. That goes into measuring the time diligently in itself, as the scripture command us to in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter. Now, I'm going to get a couple of precepts, got an article, you know, a video, maybe two, you know, depending on how the spirit roll, and just go into some things and what's being set up, okay? Because one thing, you know, that we're constantly learning with the spiritual war, and when you're in the spiritual war, okay, it's good to know the enemy and how he moves, okay? It's good to know the enemy, Esau, Edom, and have an understanding on how this man, how he moves. And the more we watch this man, the more we pick up on particular patterns. Okay? So let's get Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. It says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word in my mouth and give them warning from me. Okay? Because as we're being set up to be watchmen, because scripture says, I have made thee a watchman. The Lord put the spirit on particular men to be watchmen. Nothing that we did of ourselves. Okay? So we hear the word in my mouth, which is the scriptures, and give them warning from me. Okay? So as we watch what's going on in the earth and filter through the scriptures, we give a warning, okay, to the believers, well, to all of Israel. But only the believers are going to take heed, okay, to the warning. You see? So as we are out there warning, it says give them warning from me, because it's the Most High behind all this, man. You see? We understand that it's the Most High that's behind all these things that happen in the earth. When you go to Amos 3 and 7 and see, I started 6, and see Christianity, all right, plantation Christianity made the Most High one-dimensional. Okay? But when you deal with the scriptures, we know that there's a duality to the Most High, and everything on the left hand and on the right hand is working for his purpose. We're going to get that. Amos 3 and 6, it says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord Yahweh have not done it? So it's the Most High that brings bad times. Okay? And that's the way that he punishes wickedness, is through evil. Okay? Through bad times. Because evil, going into it's two words, Eve meaning time, ill meaning bad times. Okay? So the Most High brings evil to the earth for a punishment of wickedness, man. Okay? And he has all type of means to do that. So it's the Most High that's pretty much has Esau locked in into bringing chaos to the earth, man. Okay? And we know these things through what? Prophecy. It says, surely the Lord would do nothing, but he revealed his secret unto his servants, the prophets. Okay? And the Lord gave us the spirit to understand these secrets, man. Okay? To understand spiritual things. Okay? The conflict between Jacob and Esau is spiritual. All right? The judgment that's coming to the earth is spiritual. Okay? So let's go from there. Let's get, is it Isaiah 45 and 7. Yep, it says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. That's why scriptures say, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman into the house of Israel. Hear the word in my mouth and give them warning from me. Why? Because he creates evil. Okay? It says, I, the Lord, do all these things, man. Okay? And this is these type of scriptures where you have people become atheists because they look at the Most High in a bad light. Okay? But he's all about balance. And at the end of the day, there's an end game to all of this. And when you understand it, okay, when you understand the end game, you understand, okay, it's righteous, man. Okay? Let's go from there. And let's get this the brother on the comment board. Get this one real quick. This from the brother Maj Naeem, servant of Yahweh Shai. Okay. And it says Isaiah 62 and 6. It says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Yeah, because there's always a video going up. There's always some type of report, going up about what's happening, man. You always hear in the news. You got your algorithms, okay? You got brothers doing quick hits on certain articles, okay? Day and night, all throughout the day and night, okay? There's watchmen reporting, okay? It says, ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence, man, because all prophecy leads to a righteous empire, man. Okay? All prophecy is leading to a righteous empire, eternal empire that's going to be forged through war. Okay? So we keep up with the events that's leading up to that. That's the whole purpose, like it's the end game. Okay? We keep up with these things because there's a particular end game that we hope for, man. Okay? All our chips is in the middle of the table based on this end game that we hope for, man. That's Yahweh Shai ruling in righteousness, man. Okay? Yep. Ooh, this is a heavy one. This is from the brother Naquam. This is from Ecclesiasticus, okay, or the book of Sirach. This is 39:16. I gotta keep this one in the chamber. It said, all the works of the Lord are exceeding good, and whatsoever he commandeth shall be accomplished in due season. Woo! Come on, man. Okay? And what we're reading in the prophecy, okay, we have to remember this is a book of decrees. The Heavenly Father is what the scriptures say, a terrible king. If a brother want to post that, he's a terrible king over all the earth. Okay? He can bring terror to you, or he can bring favor to you. All right? And these things written in the book are decrees from a king. Okay? Let's get an example. All right? No one have resisted his will. Because he definitely finna bring it to niggas, man. Okay? Yep, the brother beyond Yashala, the wilder brother. This is Psalms 47:2. It said, for the Lord, all right, Most High is terrible. He is a great king over all the earth. And everything is subjugated, okay, to his decrees. Okay? Even what Esau Edom is doing, okay, he's doing nothing but performing the commandment of the Most High. Okay? And let's prove it. Now, this happened to the northern kingdom. Okay? This happened to the northern kingdom in the time of the Syrian Empire. But in the spirit, we know this is going to happen again through Esau Edom, who's the sword of the Most High within his empire. Okay? Who's been the whipping stick of Israel. All right? And in Jacob's trouble, Esau will be utilized to terrorize Jake, man. Okay? When you go to Isaiah 10:5, it says, O Assyrian, the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hand is my indignation. See, the Most High, all right, the Most High does everything on a whole nother level than we do things on. Okay? You might have Jake, Jake in the hood with a little clout, a little money, and he can put, they say put a bag on your head. Okay? Have niggas looking for you. You see? But the Most High on a whole nother level. He put a whole nation on you. Okay? He on a whole nother, he'll put a whole nation on you, man. Okay? And he'll strengthen that nation. Okay? Then he'll send them to you, man. That's how the Most High gets down. Okay? But see, we're understanding the things that we need to do to avoid this, man. Matter of fact, because we got to see, people look at this, see, that's the guy you serve. Well, let's look at it from this context. Okay? Let's get 2nd Ezra chapter 7. Okay? All right? This is 2nd Ezra 7:20. It says, for there be many that perish in this life, because they despise the law of the Most High that is set before them. Okay? Because guess what? The Lord raised up prophets. You got brothers that speak all these different dialects wherever Jake is. All these murder capital cities. Well, guess what? It's brothers there. You got brothers in New Orleans. You got brothers in Detroit, Chicago, LA. Okay? San Francisco. All right? Miami, all these, all these cities in America, there's men that come from the same background as all of our people, whether it be from the hood, projects, middle class, school, you got brothers from all walks of life teaching the same doctrine, beginning with our apostles and elders of GMS, teaching the same doctrine and giving the instructions of righteousness, man. Okay? So life and death is being presented before Jake, just as Moses did. Okay? And it said, for there be many that perish in this life because they despise the law of the Most High that is set before them. For the Most High have given straight commandment to such as came what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should do to observe, it says, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. Okay? So the Most High put it all out there, what should be done to avoid punishment. Okay? And if you refuse that, you're going to run into the punishment. Okay? If you refuse the instructions of life, then you're going to run directly into the punishment, man. Okay? Just like the brother Naquan put, Jeremiah 3:15, he said, and I will give you pastors according to my heart, which is his mind. See, the prophets are telling you the mind of the Most High. The portion that we was given to understand, to avoid punishment, the prophets is giving you that 100% truth of the portion of the mind of the Most High. This is what the prophets are telling you, the mood that the Most High is in, man. We're telling you what he plans on doing, how he plans on doing it, the signs to look for, what he expects from us. All that's coming through these pastors, man, of the Most High. Starting our elders and apostles, man. It said, and I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. And this is a buffet. Hey, we can read, then we can, like, I know a lot of times, like, you brothers, sometimes you'll read something and you listen to the video, and sometimes it was like the video is breaking down something that you was reading. I don't know if you brothers ever, it hasn't happened, but I know especially when I first came in, man, a lot of stuff I used to read, I used to read, then go listen to the videos, and then they'll go into what I was reading. This is a buffet. The Spirit is working with, the believers to bring us constantly on the level, okay, in this spiritual buffet. You come get fed every day. Okay, because as this lesson is going up, we here on this live screen, it's another brother right now. It's several brothers right now putting scriptures together for their lesson. Okay, putting articles together for their lesson. It's a spiritual buffet, and it's overflowing, because the only way you can really, you have to step away from the computer. Okay, yeah, I remember that, brother. Hey, you was thinking in the Spirit, jumped on me, and that's how the Spirit worked, man. That's how you know it's one Spirit. It's a higher power that's coordinating all these things that's happening, man. It's coordinating the believers, have us on this particular frequency. Okay. And then that same power is coordinating the evil that's finna come to the earth, man. Okay. So let's go back here. All right. Isaiah 10 and 6, it says, I will send him against a hypocritical nation. All right. And this hypocritical nation is the Israelites now, man. It was you Israelites back then, and as you Israelites again, this hypocritical nation, man. Okay? Our people are become a nation of hypocrites. Okay? Here they say Black Lives Matter, but no one hates, no nation hates itself like our people. Okay? You're responsible for the majority of the deaths within your nation, from the abortions to the gun violence. Okay. Now Esau, he gives you the resources to destroy yourself, and he created a culture and made it popular for you to destroy yourself. But you Jakes, you executed, man. Okay. A very hypocritical nation. And it says, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge. See, the Most High is going to give this man a charge, which is a command, to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets. Howbeit he meaneth not so, neither though his heart think so, but it is in his heart to destroy and cut off nations, not a few. So it doesn't matter, okay? It says, howbeit he meaneth not so, which means what? He's possessed to do the will of the Most High. Okay? See, when you're possessed to do the will of the Most High, either on the left hand or the right hand side, well, how you feel is out the picture. Okay? If we're possessed to teach, how we feel is out the picture. If Esau is possessed to destroy in these times, okay, how they feel is out the picture, man. They just got to do it. Okay? And when we understand these things in the spirit, you know, we understand more of the mind of the Heavenly Father through his son Yahushua. Now, let's get some articles. You know, spirit had got pretty heavy. Now, I was looking at something. It's called the Malthusian theory. I don't know if brothers have ever heard of it, but it says, now this is, see, these little theories and thoughts, this is what the elites push out to the masses, man. This is part of their, left-hand doctrine, okay? The Malthusian theory explained that the human population grows more rapidly than the food supply until famines, war, or disease reduces the population. You hear that? The human population grows more rapidly than the food supply. And what are you here talking about now? Supply shortages. Until famines, war, or disease reduce the population. Okay? So you see that this man is what? He's conjuring up a war. He's conjuring up these different diseases. And Bill Gates told you himself that, look, if we do a good job at the juice, you know, we can thin the herd. Okay? And these are the doctrines that these people go by, man. And Yahushua spoke of these things. Yahushua pretty much spoke of the Malthusian theory, you know, in the book of Matthew. It's the book of Matthew 24 and 7. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, war, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence, diseases, and earthquakes in diverse places. So Yahushua knew that Esau was going to be in this spirit to do these things, man. To forward these things in the earth. Famines, pestilence, and war. Okay? Just as we read in the Malthusian theory. The Malthusian theory explained that the human population grows more rapidly than the food supply until famines, war, or disease reduces the population, man. You see that? Everything is under the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. The prophecy perfectly explains everything, man. You know, it completely explains everything. Now, let's go from there. I want to get a few articles. Let's go to tyrannynews.com. Now, and this reads, all right, it says, emboldened IRS demands new hires be willing to kill Americans. CIRS rifle team training photos and more. All right, their sword is being furbished, man. You know, if a brother can put that on the comment board, their sword is being furbished. Okay, it says just 2 days after the IRS ran a help wanted ad that demanded new hires be willing to kill Americans as part of collecting tax money. Illegitimate AG Merrick Garland goes on live TV and lectures the American people, demanding they stop bullying the FBI and the DOJ. Garland astonishingly claims to be upholding the rule of law as his lawless cabal of armed tyrants run roughshod across America, terrorizing anyone connected to Trump or American First movement. And see, with this whole thing of Trump, you know, the invasion of, you know, Mar-a-Lago, which was Trump private estate in Florida, there's nothing but a tactic, okay, and a psyops of the devil. Because when he gets to roll on regular citizens, they're going to be like, well, no one's above the law. We rolled on Trump, okay? And pretty much they're getting ready to silence, okay, the resistance by force. Okay? This man wants to silence the resistance by force. Okay? Whether you a conservative whistleblower, okay? Whether you're a street prophet, okay? They want to silence the resistance and they're prepping to do it with force. Okay? And they're going to have all type of excuses and, you know, come at all type of angles to try to justify it. Okay? And it says, as this is happening, the IRS is building a massive army of heavily armed executioners whose job description requires they be willing to fire upon and kill private American citizens. A recent job posting on usajobs.gov listed the major duties of the new IRS employee as including a willingness to use deadly force to fire upon American citizens and kill them. Now, when you go to this IRS, okay, job on the actual site, okay, it's a screenshot of it, and it says major duties. It says adhere to the highest standards of conduct, especially maintain the honesty and integrity. You're right. Work a minimum of 50 hours per week, which may include irregular hours, and be on call 24/7, including holidays and weekends. Maintain a level of fitness necessary to effectively respond to life-threatening situations on the job. Now, this is IRS. Don't they just call you, or don't they just garnish your check, or work out some type of payment plan if you're behind? What the hell is they? What's going on? The IRS, Internal Revenue Service, like this don't. I can't make it. I missed something. Okay, we must have missed something somewhere, man. Okay, it says carry a firearm and be willing to use deadly force if necessary. Or for what? Against who? The IRS? You know, wouldn't that be, you know, deadly force if necessary? Wouldn't that be, you know, military fighting a foreign threat? What? What's going on? Okay? And it says, be willing and able to participate in arrest, execution of search warrants, and other dangerous assignments, man. Door-to-door style, man. Okay? This is what's being prepped. And it's on their official website that this is what they're recruiting and hiring, man. Okay? Let's get a few precepts. I know brother lighten it up. Okay? Now, I want to play this little video from the brother Elder Karatazak. out there in Vegas. And I'm going to get to the point. Probably started. From right here, let it ride. Yep. Get some of these precepts. Alright, this is the brother Yashima tribe of Judah. Ezekiel 21:9 says, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus said the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furthest. Yeah, Esau, okay, he's weaponizing his government to go against citizens, man. Okay? He wants to forcefully remove any narrative against, okay, his agenda. All right. Verse 10, it says, It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It can contemned the rod of my son is every tree. And it says, should we then make mirth? And see, all Jake want to do, okay? All Jake want to do is play. Okay? This is all niggas want to do. You go to...
When the army tried to draft a real street ninja for the war.
What's going on, you seafood? What's going on, bro? I'm a recruiter for the war, bro. I need you to come with me. We know about what you did in Philly, how you was dropping bodies. We need you to go on and come and serve the war with us, bro.
Bro, listen, I got a bad bitch in here right now and give me a chewy, bro.
Sir, I don't give a fuck about none of that, sir. I need you to come with us.
Bro, I'm not going, bro.
President's order, sir.
Fuck, I got real ops here, bro. Real fucking ops here, bro. What the fuck I look like going with you, bro? That niggas ain't hopping my beat, bro. I've been shot 17 times, bro. Why you ain't come help me, bro? My ops be shooting my dumb ass up, bro. Why you ain't come help me? I'm gonna fucking go with y'all niggas, bro. The niggas ain't do shit to me, bro.
Sir, I need you to come with
I
us.
don't got nothing to do with that, bro.
I need you to come with us.
I don't got nothing to do with that, bro. I got real ops here. I got finished killing, bro.
You are a top marksman, sir. We need you to come with us,
Say
sir.
up with my skill set.
Yeah, we need your skill set.
Fuck y'all. I got a couple more ops here I need to kill. I'm not fucking helping y'all. Fuck y'all. Get the fuck out my door, bitch.
See, everything is a joke.
Oh, my boy, what's up? Like, can you take us a picture right quick? Yeah, boy, what's up? What are you doing?
I'm chilling,
Yeah,
bro.
get a picture here, my boy.
Oh, you with them?
What?
You with the Southside Crips?
Oh, no. I was just throwing up a one.
Oh,
my bad. I ain't know about that. All
yeah.
right, my boy.
Oh, so you with the motherfucking Deuce Squad?
Oh, no. I don't know nothing about that, bro.
Yeah, Deuce. You with them?
I don't know, bro. I ain't in none of that.
Oh, so you with Peace My Brother gang?
No. I ain't with no piece, my brother, bro. I ain't in
Bro,
none of that, bro.
on your fucking ass.
All right,
Bro, you
come
keep
on,
throwing up all
my
these
bad,
gangs.
bro.
Then you with the Thumbs Up Squad?
What you talking about? I'm not in none of
Bro,
that,
stop
bro.
throwing up gang signs, bro. I'm really in tune with
Man,
niggas,
I
bro.
don't
I
know
got
what
fucking
you do.
ops, nigga. I got real fucking ops. You keep throwing up all these gangs, nigga.
Come on, bro.
Nut ass nigga. Tweaking, man.
And, you know, you can go all day and just see, you know, the foolishness of Jake. Okay? This is what niggas into. Man gives girlfriend $23,000 and instantly regret it. Okay? Eve through. Okay? No. Alright? Jake is stepping over Eve like Iverson did Tyronn Lue through. Okay? But this is all niggas doing is playing. You see? Jake is making mirth. And the Most High, okay, it's finna bring that pressure. Everybody like to talk about pressure. Well, you just see the pressure, okay, that the Most High is about to bring, you know, especially through the left-hand side. And ultimately through Yahweh Shai, which is going to just flatten everything, man. Verse 11 says, and he have given it to be furbished that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened and is furbished to give into the hand of the slayer. Okay, and Esau is finna do slaughter in the earth, man, to bring forth his agenda. And the prophecy said he would do so. Okay? Nobody plays like Jake. Like, ain't nobody on that in that goofy spirit like Jake, man. Jake is in that goofy spirit. Everything's a spoof or you know, a meme or something, man. Okay? Now, we gonna see the spirit that Unc in, man. Okay? These are red-blooded patriots. All right? So let's play this. All right? It's a completely different energy, man. Okay? Jake is set up for a major slaughter, man. And this war on citizens, Jake is clueless, man. Okay?
To use deadly force if necessary. Joining me now is Kentucky Congressman Thomas Massie.
President Biden and the White House had no prior knowledge of this authorized search and that this wasn't the first time federal agents visited Trump's home. In Washington, Faith Abube, ABC News.
Here's the other requirement. Be willing to use deadly force if necessary. Joining me now is Kentucky Congressman Thomas Massie of the Judiciary Committee. Congressman, the press is trying to spin this. The Biden administration's narrative is horrible. This has completely backfired on them this week. But I get the sense that this is just the beginning of what we're going to see with this agency being turned against the American people.
Yeah, and not just this agency. What a lot of people may not realize is last week, the Democrats, through our Judiciary Committee, passed a ban on the AR-15. They call it a weapon of war, but they made sure that their ban exempted every federal department, including the IRS, the Department of Education, and the USDA. So you got to put that in the context of now, this week, tomorrow, we're going to be voting to add 87,000 IRS agents to the rolls. And then taken with this website, and like you showed, look, they got caught. They had this on their website. I went and looked at the Internet Archives. They put it up since Biden became president, that you must be willing to do deadly force, to exert deadly force. And they just took it down yesterday because they got caught recruiting that way. And by the way, Laura, I've talked to people who spent their life in law enforcement. They said this is the last thing you would put in a job posting. You get the wrong kind of people. If you say we want to kill people, join us.
I mean, the Border Patrol can't even use deadly force pretty much, right? So Border Patrol, no, but the IRS, yes. That's a twisted world we're living in. Now, the new ATF director actually sat down with CNN today. Watch this.
He sat down with CNN to discuss the litany of threats his agents are trying to counter from coast to coast, including a rise in violent domestic extremism.
I think the first thing you need to do is to be honest about the fact that we have a problem. But I will tell you, it's gotten more bold, more brazen, and more violent.
Your response to that, we apparently have a massive domestic terror problem in the United States, and they all just happen to be Trump supporters. Congressman.
And they're going to lump us in with that problem as well, because that's the real play, is against the prophets. Okay? Against this word going out that's exposing this man. Okay? And that's being a major resistance to what he wants. And see, within our doctrine, okay, and what we teach, this new song, he loses. Okay? And we tell him how he's going to lose. At the return of Yahweh Shai. Because these, these patriots and these, these what they call conservatives, red-blooded Americans, they going to go to war with the government. Okay? And it's going to be a bloodbath, man. Okay? But we finna see the energy Unc in. Because Unc, see, I'll tell you, Unc don't play all them games, them goofy games niggas play, man. Okay?
Yeah, we've asked the DOJ about this. The DHS actually put out a bulletin that said that if you do certain things, like you deny things about the vaccine, that you may be a violent domestic terrorist, or, it's crazy. Maybe you grow your own food.
How does that make you a domestic terrorist? You see how he's reaching? Okay? But simple people are gonna go for that. Then you had what did you have? Vocab, pretty much putting the video out how to identify a Hebrew Israelite. Okay? Putting targets, on the believers, man. Then you have Geno Jennings saying, well, look, we not gonna, with that's a sly fox nigga there, boy. That's a sly fox nigga there, man. A nigga that the way that nigga announced the word world, you know, you know that nigga up to something. You know? But he told IUIC, like, well, look, we not, you know, he was like, well, I ain't want to press charges on him. But he told his members, if y'all feel threatened by any of the street teaching, you know, to film and report. You see? And remember, all these 501c3 organizations, all right, get their marching orders. Their leaders get their marching orders from the government. Facts. Okay?
Now you're going to be labeled as such. It's crazy what can put you on this list, and I think it's dangerous.
Well, it's time to defund the agencies that are targeting the American people. That's what we're going to be expecting of Congress when Republicans take over. Congressman, you've been a beacon. Thank you.
Well, hey, don't mind me. Just getting ready for my IRS audit. I know this is about to come. Listen, I'm just like you. I've seen what happened to Trump. Yeah, it's go time. Everybody knows exactly what I'm talking about. The Democrat Nazis have gone too far. Just look at what they've said in the Senate in the past. Look at all the ammunition the IRS is buying up. Look at the new classification they come out with the MBEs. I fit that description quite nicely. Yeah, if you follow me on my other account, follow me on this one as well. Don't let them shut me up. Every time I come across one of you who have lost your account due to the Democrat Nazis on the Democrat Nazi app, I follow you.
So the FBI raided Trump's house in Mar-a-Lago, huh? What are you gonna do when the government comes knocking on your door asking for your guns, people? I know us here in the South, we ain't gonna back down. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Please come and try. You might get a surprise on what you see. But it's time to band together, Americans, because shit's about to get nasty. Just a matter of when. I got a feeling it's going to be real soon. But I'll be the first to tell you I'll stand up and fight for any one of my Americans. Love y'all. Be strong. Let's get it.
See that nigga eyes at the end? Okay, Unc ready to die here in these streets, man. About, you know, this delusion of freedom. This illusion of freedom. Okay. See this nigga eyes at the end. Unc in a whole different spirit, man. Okay, and see, they're geared, they're in this spirit because of what the government is doing. See, a nigga's playing games because a nigga don't have a clue. You see? Only thing a nigga know, all right, the only thing a nigga know is the ops on the next street. Niggas they, you know, was born, that they grew up with their whole life. That's the only thing a nigga know. Okay? Or some dumb celebrity news. Okay? That's all niggas know, man. Kevin Gates shoots his shot at Brittany Renner. The Rock shoots his shot at Megan Thee Stallion. That's all niggas know. The Rock daughter shows off her leg in the gym. You see, this is goofy spirit that niggas in, man. That silly mode. Okay? But these Patriots, they locking in. Okay?
Good morning, TikTok. I'll be the first to tell you I'll stand up and fight for any one of my Americans.
Look at this nigga eyes, man.
Love y'all. Be strong. Let's get it.
Good morning, TikTok. Nothing funny about this post. H.R. 4350 is a bill in the House that they have already passed. It lets the Democrats put Biden as a dictator over military and everything, which means Biden will go into martial law. When we go into martial law, they're only coming after conservatives and people trying to save America. This is no longer a joke. There's nothing funny about this. We have got to wake up and fight. Fight like you've never fought before. I will go out in a blaze of glory before I turn against my Heavenly Father or before I turn against this country. Know that.
Hey, Patriot standing by. Thank God I seen your video this morning, because I would have totally forgotten. See, here in Kentucky, a strange thing's happening too. Look at that phenomenon up there. It's where the sun, it kind of hazes behind the clouds. That's exactly what happens when it's time to take over the fucking government.
Hypothetical question. If Chinese and Russian troops started falling out of the sky, how about a hypothetical second option? What if the American people are in the process of overthrowing the tyrannical government that our government has become, and Russia starts making air supply drops to, fortify the American militias? Just saying. China's not going to do it, because the people we got in office right now, yeah, they're in China's pocket. So they're not going to help. But Putin told us to keep our guns. He said the Second Amendment was a good thing. So, I'll leave that right there.
Sorry, kid. Fuck all you fake ass motherfucking politicians and all your fucking bullshit. What, as far as I'm concerned, it's Wild Wild West, motherfuckers. Let's get it on.
Y'all know what? I'm almost 62 years old, and I admit that I've thought about different ways I might die throughout my life. Different scenarios, different diseases, different things. But there's one thing that I can assure you never crossed my mind, and that is that I might die engaged in some sort of battle with my fellow man. Never gave it any thought until now.
Shit. All right. And you done. Okay. You have way more problems than being single. All right. Have way more problems than that, man. Okay. But this is all prophecy, man. So let's get this in. Yep, the brother already put it up. Let's go to it. Let's get Isaiah 19 and 2. It's Isaiah 19 and 2, and it says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother." Like he was like, I never thought I had to be engaged, with fellow Americans, man. Okay, but this whole Trump thing is nothing but the psyops. Cause see, the government want this so they can bring in martial law. Okay. Now these Edomites, they gonna take, it's gonna be some casualties, okay, but you gonna be surprised what Unc got down, especially in the South, okay. These LSU, Ole Miss Edomites with them goddamn them Under Armour shoes, and them Ray-Bans, and hey, they gonna pull some things out now. They gonna take some federal agents with them. All right. It ain't gonna be sweet, but we know that the government coming with something that's gonna overpower them, man. But then it's gonna be an excuse to bring in a martial law, man. Okay, it is all going towards an end game, And it says, "And they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom." And see, this is where we at right now. We're seeing that being prepped. Okay. Verse 3, it says, "And the spirit of Egypt shall fall in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and wizards, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord." And that's this government. "And a fierce king shall rule over them, said the Lord." All right. the Lord Yahweh Bashim Al Shah of hosts. So the Most High set this wicked government up, man, to fulfill these prophecies, man. Where Egyptian would turn against Egyptian. Okay? Because if you go, because it's all an end game. And we're going to get the end game. But let's get Revelation. And see, niggas is way behind. Niggas so far behind. You know, Revelation 13 and 11, it says, "And I beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and had 2 horns like a lamb, and spake as a dragon." Okay? Because this whole thing of Republican and Democrat, what's happening is these these Edomites are becoming disenchanted with this government, this whole left-right, you know, paradigm that Esau Edom set up, as if, you know, the people had an option in how their government will rule over them. And they're saying that it's a sham. Okay? And Esau is finna start speaking as a dragon. That's why he's pretty much militarizing every branch of the government. Okay? Verse 12, it says, "And he exercised all the power of the first beast." Okay? And this is their first Roman Empire, their pagan Roman Empire. Okay? "And causes the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast." Yeah, because whose deadly wound was healed. Because pretty much this Roman way, this Roman philosophy, this westernized, because the Romans, they was known for their poets, and their poets were lewd, just like these rappers. Okay? The Romans, you know, your status was based on the type of house you had and what type of economic class you was in, financial class you was in. Just like now, they have the high value man thing. That's all Roman culture. Okay? The whole energy, you have the days of the month named after Roman gods. All right? And if you love this American society, because this is what a lot of people are fighting for, to get back to that America prime. You know? And no one worships the beast more than Jake. That's why Jake don't even care about what the government doing. They're just enjoying their liberty, okay, within the beast. Okay? Within this system, man, the pagan Roman Empire revamped. All right? And it says, I'm going to jump to 13. It says, "He doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men." Okay? You had, you know, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, that the atomic bomb that Esau dropped. Okay? He did that in the sight of men. You know, you have his Air Force now. You know, NATO, I think they did the first airstrike. You know, that he makes fire come from heaven, man. Okay, with those fighter jets carry, which are those payloads. But that big example was with them atomic missiles he dropped, man. And that separated him from these other nations when he did that. But now these other nations have even the playing ground. That's a whole nother topic. Verse 14, it says, "And deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast." And see, people are being conformed to the image of what? That pagan Roman Empire. Okay, even Christianity, there's nothing but paganism. Okay? The things that they celebrate, those are even you go to New Year's, which you go into the Romans god Janus. Okay? During the time of Christmas, the Saturnalia. Okay? All those are Roman, okay, deities that people are worshiping, man. People have made an image. They deck their house out. Even when you go into the way they decorate during these times, it all goes back to pagan rituals, man. Okay, people are making an image unto the beast. It said, "Which had the wound by the sword and did live," which when the pagan Roman Empire went down. Then you have what they call the Dark Ages when Jake was ruling, and it was called what, the Holy Roman Empire. You know, which it was still, Jake was off. Okay. It just had a little more integrity than the Edomite pagan empire, man. It says that he calls this 15, this the point. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Okay, the elites. Okay, they financed this whole system, this whole society. Okay, that the image of the beast should both speak, and we seeing that now, it's mainly through his technology, man. Because he keeps speaking about what? AI. Okay? It says, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And this is what he's prepping to do. He does it to leaders that reject, you know, this beast system. You know, Gaddafi, Saddam, you know, when they were trying to get cute and, you know, get away from the dollar, which that was a major part of this beast system. But now he's finna destroy, okay, the old power structure he got set up to try to bring in a new one. Okay, and now it's on the level where he's gonna be coming as citizens that are not fully locked into his beast system, his new world order beast system. And he already has a solution for it. Okay, so that's why I want to get this article now. Okay, this is his end game. It says Biden planning to protect us from cash beginning December 13. It says some of America's smartest men, including Robert Kiyosaki, okay, investment guru and author of the personal finance book Rich Dad Poor Dad, have some choice words for Executive Order 14067. It said it would behoove you to listen to them. Kiyosaki called President Joe Biden signed executive order the most treasonous act in U.S. history, and the creation of the central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs, as communism in its purest form, encouraging Americans to stay awake. So now we finna get into Biden pretty much is finna sign a bill, executive order 1467, which is gonna forward CBDC, central bank digital currencies, man, which is gonna be controlled by what? As we're gonna read in the very next verse in Revelation 13 chapter. It says he is joined by Jim Rickards, another economist, investor, and former CIA official, who is calling it a step forward to end. It's a step toward the end of cash, the greenback in circulation since the founding fathers. The new digital tokens can be turned off if the government doesn't like what you are doing. Rickards has 4 decades of experience on Wall Street, and see, that's why he's pushing this. Also, he's pushing that thing of council culture. See, everybody, you know, talks about council culture. Well, guess what? Esau finna really show you a council culture with this digital currency, man. Okay, everything he's doing is prepping the earth for what he really wants to bring, man. Okay, the Bitcoin craze got people, you know, pretty much addicted to, you know, cryptocurrency, some type of financial freedom. It's conditioning you for the CBDC, man. Okay. It says Rickard criticized CBDC and labeled it as Bitcoin's evil cousin. He also exposed a supposed singular event called C-Day, which, according to him, will take place on December 13th, 2022, and will disrupt the traditional financial systems in the U.S., man. So as they're getting ready to bring, okay, as they getting ready to bring this chaos to the earth through food shortages, okay, through inflations, okay, through civil war, they're prepping the economy for a digital solution, man. Okay, he's prepping the solution as he's getting all these things ready. It says, he said when he called C-Day It said, he said when what he called C-Day happens, paper money will be worthless and the U.S. dollar will crash. He further added that the consumer spending and access to basic needs would be restricted, and people holding too much money would be penalized. Executive Order 1467, titled "Ensuring Responsible Development of Digital Assets," includes developing policy plans and the organization of federal regulators. Any future dollar payment system should be designed in a way that is consistent with the United States priorities and democratic values, including privacy protections, and that ensures the global financial system has appropriate transparency, connectivity, and a platform and architecture. Okay. What's it? Replicably, okay, or transferability as appropriate. And this is the BS that they're gonna push to the masses, as if it's some type of upgrade. Okay, and well, look, we're gonna make sure everything regulated, transparency. Y'all gonna know exactly what we're doing. We going to a better way. No more fraud. No more this, and no more that, and quicker transaction, and better, opportunities of saving. No, okay, the exact opposite. It says the International Monetary Fund, or the IMF, okay, said in a blog released last month that CBDCs can be a more effective solution compared to credit and debit cards, particularly in terms of energy efficiency. See, the goddamn devil, man. All right, it said can be a more effective solution. He already has a solution to this chaos he's finna bring, man. Okay. It's gonna be more energy efficiency. Come on, it's gonna be more green. It's gonna be more clean transaction. Okay, no more. You don't have to worry about trading dirty money. Exchanging dirty money hand in hand. You gonna come with all that BS, man. It said, depending on the specific details of how they are configured, CBDCs and some kinds of crypto assets can be more energy efficient than much of the current payment landscape, including credit and debit cards, the blog said. It says, thanks to Section 4 of Biden's Executive Order 14067, calling for urgent research into developing the digital dollar, I believe the U.S. dollar, the standard of the world since 1972, will be replaced by a new currency, the digital dollar. I call the digital dollar Biden bucks because, and I think this, it will be replaced by a new currency, the digital dollar, man. And how is that digital dollar going to be controlled? Back to Revelation 13:6. And he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor. All right, Revelation 13:16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive, okay, that charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads. And it says, and that no man might buy or sell, say that he had the charagma, okay, or the name of the beast, or the name or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, man. 666. Okay, was just all throughout his society, is all, in his logos and, and everything, man. Okay. So that was pretty much the point, I got another video I was watching. I might finish watching and see if he got something good. We might just do an isolated lesson on it, So I pray that you brothers and you few sisters were edified once again. Give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Al-Shah, Ba'ashem Kakudash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders, GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers, and peace and blessings salutations to the hopeful elect Shalom.